Gallery on for sure. Ska beta on roko usinya combo kutsensa dilo. Guys, I am back. I am back. I'm sorry I took such a really long sabbatical. I was still focusing on Plant Life Africa and growing it into a sustainable business. So now I'm happy to be back here, guys. And in this video, if you're going to pin any video, this is the video to pin and save. And if you don't have time to watch it now, pause and you'll watch it later. This video is about my top 10 plant secrets. My top 10, Mama Blomo's top 10 plant secrets. Guys, these things kitty piri. This is what nurseries don't want you to know, because if you don't know this, then you're gonna keep killing your plants and you're gonna keep buying from them. I'm here to plug you guys, because there's only one plant plug. There's only one true auntie for the plantes. That was me. If you guys didn't catch that cue, get quiet. So guys, my top 10 plant secrets. In this video, I will cover only 5, and in part 2, I will cover the next 5. Let's not waste time. Let us get into it. My number 1 utmost tip. In fact, let us scratch that. This is not a tip. It is an order. This is an instruction. You have to do this. And that is, learn something about the plant. You need to understand the basics of the plant. You can't care for something you don't know. You need to understand that this is a bonsai, and you need to understand that this is a begonia. The care instructions are not the same, because it's not the same type of people. So once you understand something about the plant, then you'll be able to care for it in the correct way. And I'm not saying go get a plant science textbook and go into deep plant etymology and the origins. You don't need to do that. That'd be nice. That'd be nice, and I'm not discouraging it. But at least learn the name. You don't have to know how to pronounce it. Learn the common name. You don't need to learn the botanical name. Learn the name of the plant and its plant family, so that you know how to treat it, because bonsais and succulents are not treated the same way. And that is important, guys. I said it, it's an instruction. Please, it's so easy to do. Because why? Google. We have Google now. You can just search it and you'll be fine. Number 2, and you know what, I'm gonna come across as a hater. It's fine. You guys can leave it in the comment section. Like, leave it in the comment section, and in fact tag people. Do not buy plants from a grocery store. I'm waiting for the backlash. Do not buy plants from the supermarket. I know they look cute standing there. You look so dumb right now. I had to. They look so cute, but I mean, when I walk past supermarket plants, I'm like, and these are my reasons. Listen, I'm not saying a plant is going to die from the supermarket, but there's a chance it may. And the reason I say this is because no one, likely, I could be wrong, no one at a supermarket is correctly trained or knows enough about plants to care for them. So all they do for the duration that the plants are not bought is keep watering and watering and watering, and these people don't even know how to water. So it's just, and that's really bad, because what it does is then you have a plant that's essentially a pest trap, a pest magnet. And so I question the quality of the plant because it's been sitting there so long. But if you do know your stuff, if you know your bit about plants, then you can get home and you can clean up the soil and you'll be able to identify the quality of the plant. Then go ahead. But for the normal person, I would say buy from me. because my plants are healthy, and I guarantee you, I give you a full 60-day return. Disclaimer, 30-day return, because you guys are reckless. 30-day return. If your plant dies in 30 days, I will replace it. Guys, the third one, the third tip, it's ranked number 3, which is quite high because it happens so often. Put down the watering can. Put down the water. Sir, I'm gonna need you to step away from the watering can. Do not overwater your plants. Very rarely do plants die from dehydration. They usually die from overhydration, which is an overcaring plant mom or dad who just cannot stop watering. So I'm begging you, unless the soil is dry, do not water. And I've spoken about this in my past videos. The only thing you need to do is put your finger down into the soil, about half your finger into the soil. If it comes out sticky, the plant is still moist. You do not need to water. If it comes out dry, flaky, then you can water. And this check is tedious, but it's necessary until you get well acquainted with your plants, and it's just second nature. You know how your babies behave, so you water intuitively, instinctively. Guys, I'm telling you this, and I give out because your plants are dying. Please listen to me. Number 4, if you want your plants to grow, and I mean, it's quite intuitive. If you want your plants to grow, you need to have a fertilizing schedule. And this is why every single time that you water, you lose nutrients. As you water, some of the nutrients are absorbed into the plant, yes, and some are drained out. And so it's very, very crucial that you set time. And for me, it's usually once a month, sometimes every 6 weeks for other plants. Then I just use organic fertilizer. There's a plane that just wrote a nice message up there in the sky for me. You guys are so sweet. So every 4 weeks to 6 weeks, I have a schedule where I fertilize my plants with some organic. Sometimes I use pellet-based fertilizer or compost, and that's really good if you're not a person who wants to use a liquid fertilizer because it's tricky getting the parts right. You can get a compost or a pellet-based fertilizer, and you can just pour it, dress it on top of the soil, and as you water, some of the nutrients will go down, and that's really helpful in making sure your plants continue to grow because they're getting nutrients. What you get in, you get out. Number 5, I'm so excited about the other list. I wish I could do it now. Number 5, light. Guys and girls, light. We need to talk about light. Listen, no plant is really low light. They're low light tolerant. You know, they'll take what you give them. Okay, give me a dark corner, I'll just sit here and live. But really, most plants need light. And that's why I said at the beginning, you need to understand the plant, because some plants really have a high light requirement. Make sure you put the plant in a place where it's getting enough light, but not direct sun, because if it's in way too much direct sun, then the leaves will start to scorch, which we don't want that either. So a nice place to put your plant is opposite a window, opposite a light source. Monitor when light enters your home and where. Guys, this is an exercise, but it's a short exercise. You just need to stand and look at your home. Where's there light? Once you find that spot, that's where you should put some of your plants. If a spot is too dark, then move your plants around. You'll see your plants will start to complain if they're not getting light. And a typical telltale sign is leaves completely shriveling up and dying. And you'll see it happen on the one side, the side that's not getting light, and that's usually a good indication that you should possibly move your plant. Another thing you can do if you're having difficulties with light is every single time that you water, rotate your plant. Rotate your plant so that the other side also gets a share of the light. And that really helps if you're placing your plant in a corner or at the edge and it's partially shaded. That'll definitely help your plant to grow. Guys, Scarlet Tape, I trust you guys. I trust all of you to take care of your plants. I know you will do well. I know you will grow beautiful plant, baby. I know it. So just follow these 5 tips for now, and then next week I'm going to come out with another 5, and we're going to focus more on dealing with pests, because that's a pain. We're going to talk about dealing with pests. We're going to talk about some natural remedies that you can use to deter that. And just as a parting remark, Mama Blomo telling the people, all of us can grow our own plants. Don't be scared. You don't need green thumbs. You don't need that, guys. Everyone can grow plants. All of us.